videos. This is my first ever mukbang. I've never filmed a video like this before. I kind of feel a bit nervous because I feel like I maybe am an ugly eater. I feel like I maybe have hundreds of people watching me eat is actually quite scary. Never mind, it's fine. Anyway, I got a Domino's, ordered a... Thing is, this arrived and then I needed to like get my camera and everything sorted because I just so wasn't organised. So I just put it in the oven and it's gone a little bit burnt, but it's all good. And then, you know when you order something from Domino's, you put it in your basket and then it gives you like a bit of a cheeky offer on like an extra. Well, I got some chicken strippers for $2.99 and these are my absolute favourites. I prefer chicken strippers to the actual pizza, to be honest. So this is my Domino's order. So I just thought it'd be cute to do a little video where I answer people's questions, like have like a girl talk video. I've done a few of these before, but I've never done it when I'm like eating. I enjoy these type of videos. I like how they're not super like, I don't have to get super done up, like I'm just, let's just not talk about my roots. I know that I'm half brunette and half blonde. It's an issue that's going to get fixed on Friday, okay? So we're just going to ignore that. We're all in the same boat, girls. If anyone has managed to get in the hairdressers on the first day back, I'm jealous of you. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get started with the questions. I'm just going to eat again. If I am a mess eater and I have literally some pizza on my face, just please ignore that because I'm dreading editing this back thinking you've got food on your face or you've got a crumb on your nose. I don't even know, okay? It's a mukbang. I'm scared. Why am I overthinking it? I went for barbecue base today, which is not like me. I never normally get barbecue base. I just fancied a change, you know. Chicken, sweet corn, barbecue base, bit of garlic dip. Beautiful. Without further ado, let's just get cracking with the questions because I've got quite a few. There's literally such a range of different topics from like heartbreak, social media, we're talking about cosmetic surgery, law of attraction. There's a lot of topics to discuss. Let's just get started. The first one is, do you ever feel pressured with social media? I feel like for me personally, my pressure from social media is different to maybe other people's. There's so many different types of pressure. There's like the pressure of looking perfect. There's the pressure of like having to be on it all the time. Do you know what I mean? So like for me, I don't really as much feel pressure to like be perfect because I've really like gone down a route of like self-love myself and like, you know, there's beautiful girls in the world, but like everyone's beautiful in a different way. Do you know what I mean? Like just because someone else is beautiful doesn't mean that you're not. Got to like separate yourself from like that. And if anyone's making you feel like literally so down about it, just unfollow them. Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally, it's free to unfollow someone or mute someone if you feel like you can. Like I think I would be utterly sad if I followed people like Tammy Hembrow. I don't follow her because it probably would make me sad, and that's fine to not follow someone for that reason. That's why I don't really feel pressure in that way because like I just detach myself from it. Everyone's got flaws, you know. The pressure that I feel from social media is more that like to be consistent. I don't really like going without posting one day just because I know that that's how I've grown my account, that's how I've got like the opportunities that I've got so far, and I don't want to like go backwards, and I'm scared to like go backwards. Does that make sense? So I sometimes do have to be like, right Chloe, it's fine to have a day off, it's fine to like have a few days off, a week off, like whatever happens, it's fine. Like it's an app. At the end of the day, all social media is literally just an app on your phone that you can delete. And so like last week I was so busy with uni because I had an assignment, I didn't have time to like get content. And also because I'm starting to go out and stuff now, like I've actually got a social life a little bit now. I was so hungover on Sunday, and Sunday is when I was meant to be getting all my outfit photos, and it just didn't happen. I was absolutely hanging. I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself out of bed. So that meant I was behind all week, and then I had an assignment so I couldn't go out after work to shoot. I just had to have a few days where I didn't post, and that's absolutely fine. But like I feel like this is going to be really like silly to anyone that doesn't use social media in like a business way like me. If you do, when you listen to this and you do, you'll probably know what I'm meaning. There's so many different ways that you can feel pressured, but I think the most important thing for like however you're feeling is that it's just an app. The unfollow button's there, the mute button's there. It's fine to not go on it for a week, a month, ever again if you don't want it. It's an app, you know. So I feel like that's answered that one. Oh my god, some girl has just put tips for saving. My spending has been out of control lately. Girl, same. I cannot stop spending. Like it's all the new spring summer stuff. It's just getting me way too excited. I would just not be able to give you advice on that. The savings that I've dipped into this month to spend on clothes is embarrassing. I have got a house that I need to start renovating, and there's a lot more important things than the spring summer collection of Zara, but I could not help myself. I'm not the right girl. Someone said, how to get over heartbreak, please. I think I've had a couple of these actually. Like I said in my last girl talk, I feel like I don't want to like answer the same question, but I've never actually been through, like, I'm saying this though because me and my boyfriend have been together for like 7 years, but we have gone on breaks. When we were teenagers, we were literally like Ross and Rachel. It was awful. So I have been heartbroken before, even though we're back together. Like, we've not had the most smooth relationship. We're fine now, but I mean, anyone that's been with someone as a teenager knows that you're literally growing up together. You go through all the ups and downs. It's never straightforward. And yeah, I've definitely felt heartbroken before, but I always ended up getting back with him before I got over him. Does that make sense? Because we were never like properly broke up. It was just a break. Ugh, just bad times, like bad times. Anyone that's been on a break with someone, it's not ideal, is it? You feel heartbroken, but then you don't know how to feel, because then you're like, well, we're gonna get back together, and it's just a brain mash. You'd literally rather be broken up with, wouldn't you? Anyway, I think if I was someone that was heartbroken now though, I think I would have dealt with it very differently to when I was a teenager. Now I think I would see it as like a new lease of life. Like, I literally would try and see all the positives in it. Like, it's the start of summer. If you just broke up with someone now, it's literally the start of summer. We're all going to start going out again. Listen to the Single Files Girls Bathroom podcast. Sophia and Chintzia do it. They've just become newly single last year, and honestly, even though I'm in a relationship, I listen to it and I'm like, if I was going through something right now and I listen to this, they just get you in the mood to just have a hot girl summer and just fall in love with yourself. Don't have to be with anyone else. Just have fun, do what you want, go on dates with different boys, girls, whatever you want, and just have a bit of fun. Like, it's summer. Like, else I would definitely just block them on social media, not in a malicious way, just block, remove pictures if it's upsetting you, and just start on a new chapter of your life. It'll be someone else, but until then, just have a bit of fun. It's summer. Like, come on, just order yourself some outfits and get out. That's my advice. Someone said, do you ever get online hate? If so, how do you deal with it? So personally, I don't really get that much online hate, and I don't really know why it is, because like my friend Katie, who does, you know, videos like this, and then she'll also do like outfit photos, she does get quite a lot of hate. The difference is she's on TikTok a lot more than me, and I do feel like TikTok is definitely more brutal. I've not experienced it that much, and I know that she does, and it's awful. Like, people are just so nasty.
So speaking of online hate, please do not give me any about my jumper being the wrong way around. I am very aware that it is. I actually did it on purpose to cover up the fact that the other side was covered in foundation, because of this cream jumper foundation don't really mix that well. Anyway, turned it round, you can completely see the tag, and it didn't even work anyway because there's foundation on that side of the jumper. So, you know, we're just going to pretend that I am not an absolute state in every single video, and I'll try a bit more presentable in my next one. Goodbye.
I had a few horrible comments before. I remember someone commenting on one of my reels saying that I had like a Joker smile, because like my dimples like went up like a Chelsea smile, and it stuck in my head for a few days. I kept looking at myself in the mirror like, and then I was like, what's he doing? Like, that person may have thought that for a split second and then just wrote it, but like it was maybe an angle, or maybe they just wanted to get like be nasty, like they were having a shit day and they just wanted to be horrible to you. Like, whatever someone says to you, like, that is their problem. Like, that is a more a reflection of their personality than yours. If someone goes out of their way to say something horrible about you online behind probably a fake account, then they're just dealing with inner stuff that says more about their life than yours. Like, I definitely think that if you can say something like that to someone, you're definitely going through some shit, because you just wouldn't if you were happy in your life. It actually makes me quite sad, to the point where I don't even want to be nasty back, because I actually feel a bit sorry for anyone that's like nasty online, because it's like, why? If you don't like something or you don't think someone's nice, like, just leave people alone. They're probably just trying to say something nasty to make them feel better about their sad life, because it's clearly very sad if they're taking out that time to do that. how to start a whole new fashion style slash wardrobe. So I'm guessing you mean like you basically want to change your whole aesthetic, like to a different aesthetic. Firstly, I'd say, do you really like this style enough to do that? Like, I definitely go through different stages where I like different aesthetics more, but I would never like bulk buy a whole new wardrobe. One, that's just like, no one can really afford to do that. Like, that's going to be a lot of money to buy a whole new wardrobe, do you know what I mean? Are there some things in your wardrobe that you can style differently to fit that new aesthetic that you want? Probably. If you are wanting to like get a whole new wardrobe of new stuff, have a little look on Depop and stuff like that, because it will definitely save you money rather than just trying to literally, yeah, I just wouldn't recommend just trying to buy a whole new aesthetic, because you might change your mind soon. And do you know what I mean? I would just start by buying some staple pieces that you really like. Look on Depop, go on Pinterest, make some boards of like particular things that you like, and just build it up over time. But otherwise, you're literally going to be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds on pieces that maybe you might not even like in a few months. Do you know what I mean? Fashion changes so much. Stuff that maybe you don't really like in your wardrobe anymore, sell on Depop, use that money to buy more clothes either on Depop or wherever. I think that's a good idea, because like that will save you money, and like you're kind of recycling your clothes to buy new ones. Someone else asked like a similar question, like, how can I wear a certain aesthetic of clothing without feeling embarrassed? Why are you feeling embarrassed? Like, what's embarrassing about being confident and wearing an aesthetic of clothing? Like, you know, no one cares. Like, literally no one cares. And if anyone does care, then that's strange. I'm sorry, if anyone's actually asked in their life to like care about the clothes that you're wearing, they've got a very sad life. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't feel embarrassed about just doing you. Just wear what you want. That's literally all I can say. Like, and even if anyone did care, like, don't let anyone else's opinion control how you live your life, because at the end of the day, like, it's your life. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to go to sleep at night thinking about the clothes that they saw you in when you passed them in the street that day, but you're going to go to sleep at night wishing that you were yourself. Literally so deep. Someone said, talk about like long distance relationships. I'm going to long distance with my boyfriend for university. Do you know what, like, I remember when I was 17, just about to finish sixth form, Connor went to uni. Well, yeah, he did. He went to uni for like a month. Okay, let's just forget the part where he came home because he didn't like it, but yeah, he did. So we were long distance. He was in Manchester, I was up in Barrow, and it was about like 2 hours away. I didn't drive at the time. I was 7, like, I hadn't passed my test yet. It was scary. Like, I was like, we're literally never gonna work. I'm just gonna have to follow him down to Manchester uni for us to work, because it's not gonna work. I was so panicking about it. Anyway, he ended up hating it and he came home, so I only ended up having to do it for a month, and I went down 2 weekends out of that month, so it was only like 2 weeks that I didn't see him. I went and saw him every other week. I think that we would have been fine, if I'm honest, because like at the end of the day, if you want to make it work and like you're meant for each other, it literally will be fine, and it will probably make you stronger. It will be absolutely fine. Just keep communicating, FaceTime, like arrange some nice dates. Like, I remember when even me and Connor were like, it's kind of the same. Like, we were isolating away from each other last year when it was like super strict. I went a month without seeing him, and that was like the longest I've ever not seen him. Even though he was round the corner, I couldn't go see him, and it was so strange. It was quite fun. Does that make sense? Like, it was horrible, but it was like nice to actually miss them for once, and it made you so excited to see them. Like, when we could finally meet up and go on walks, I was so excited. And I definitely think it makes you stronger as a couple. I've known a lot of couples which have gone to uni and literally finished the degree, stayed together the whole time whilst the other one's in this hometown. It happens so much. I know more people that have stayed together throughout uni, people that I know, than have split up. Like, it will literally be fine. Someone said, opinions on friends with benefits. I just wouldn't. I just really wouldn't. Saying that, the times that I have seen it happen, like, it's never worked, because someone always ends up catching feelings, or both of them, and then one of them freaks out, and then it never works out. I think if the only way that it could work is literally if you were both so adamant that it was just for that, there literally was no feelings there, they didn't want it to be feelings there, and they were both like super detached from like the idea of like actually liking them, that it just never happened. I just know what us girls are like we get so attached so easily. I just can't see it working. But I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But like, a few of my friends have done it, And let's just say I was in tears. That's all I'll say on that one. People that suffer with IBS literally know the feeling right now. My stomach, I feel like you put an elastic band around it. Okay, someone said, would you ever get any cosmetic surgery or any fillers? I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't considered like getting my lips done. Like that is the only, I think I've actually considered getting my boobs done as well, because I used to think they were small, but now like I actually really like my boobs, like they're literally fine. More than anything considered getting my lips done. I got to a point last summer where I ended up going for a consultation about it. I've only ever really thought about getting like literally 0.5, like make them more prominent around the sides. But when I tell you, my mum is literally one of them mums that's like, ridiculous. You look ridiculous. Like that is literally what she's like. So is Connor, so is most of my family. And truth be told, I cannot be arsed. I just can't be arsed with every single time. It would make my life hell. It genuinely would. Every time I would walk down the stairs, my mum would go, they look awful. Connor would be like, why have you done that? I can't be bothered. I don't hate them that much to actually go through with that rubbish. Again, I've also felt like, do I really want to like succumb to the pressure of getting it because I've seen everyone else get it on Instagram? Because that is definitely one of the reasons why I know I've thought about it, just because like I wouldn't have probably seen people with filler if I didn't have Instagram as much as I do. Would I have thought about getting my lips done before I downloaded Instagram, before I was in the world of Instagram? Probably not, and that's something that I definitely am aware of, and it's probably one of the reasons why, as well as my mum, why I haven't got it done. But like, never say never. I genuinely do still think about getting 0.5 quite a lot. I overline my lips a lot, and I feel like maybe it would mean that I would feel a lot more confident without lip liner and without lipstick. And yeah, I don't want to look like a hypocrite if I actually end up ever going to get a little bit of filler in my lips, but I don't know. Oh my god, this question. Okay, Chloe, you can limit yourself to 2 minutes talking about this, because I could quite frankly do a whole video on this. The question is, talk about your experience with the law of attraction, and do you think manifesting works? Okay, so if anyone doesn't like this kind of topic and is probably going to think I'm a crazy lady, feel free to just skip on to the next question, because you're either into it or you're not. Literally, I don't know if you're watching this, Tammy who does my nails, we chat about it literally from whole entire nail appointment. And we love it. Like, you can tell, like, if you're into it, you are so into it, and you can just talk and talk and talk about it. Long story short, manifesting is basically, if you want something, you believe that it's already yours and it will be yours, and to do that you need to like have good vibrations. You literally need to be acting as if you've already got it. If you are always negative about something, that thing that you're negative about will never change, and it will probably get worse. In a nutshell, that is what the law of attraction is. You attract you attract the energy that you put out to the world. That's literally it. So if you want to manifest something, you literally just have to pretend you've already got it, and you have to visualize it, and you have to sit there and you have to say like, I have like this like Mercedes, I don't know, whatever it is you want, I have this dream career, I have this dog, you know, and picture you on a walk with this dog and go to sleep and do a meditation visualization. It fucking works. There is so much proof if you read The Secret. So many famous, amazingly successful people, celebrities, actors, like literally so many people have practiced the law of attraction, and they believe that it works. So if you think I'm a crazy lady, think I'm a crazy lady, but I used to be always a cup half empty girl, and now my cup is always half full. That, for me, learning about the law of attraction, even if it doesn't work, it does. But if it doesn't, it's made me a more positive person, and that is worth every single bit of my belief. I don't always manifest every day, but I'm always aware of the energy I'm putting out, and I'm always aware of maybe why I've had a bad day, because of the energy that I've maybe been putting out. Yeah, I definitely believe manifesting works. I genuinely visualise my house that I bought. There's so many different things that I've manifested that I literally just can't even. I could just talk about it for years. But some people are probably gonna think I'm crackers, so let's move on. I don't even know how many different questions I've answered at this point. What? Someone said, how have you built such a large following Any tips and advice for small business, Cal? Thank you. Like, I don't really feel like I've got a large following because I follow so many different people which have a lot more followers than me. I would say if you're a small business and you want to grow, like, definitely use different platforms. So TikTok, January this year we have about 12,000 followers, now on 23. I basically nearly doubled my following in a couple of months, and a lot of that is through getting viral videos on TikTok. Definitely helps so much, especially for small businesses. Genuinely, TikTok is the way to go nowadays for businesses if you're wanting to blow up. The algorithm on there is better than Instagram. You can get seen by so many different more people, and I would definitely use TikTok. Make sure you create an engaging content on all your platforms. Don't just repost all the same old photos all the time. Get new photos, like post regularly, at least a couple of, at least 4 times a week I'd say. And be active on your stories. A lot of businesses which are the same out there, but as long as you can put your own stamp on it and show it to everyone, like, you'll grow. Yeah, I'd say on most tips: TikTok, consistency and originality. I'd definitely say that my following has grown more when I've been posting more of what I want to post, rather than, I think last year I started just posting but like I thought I should post as like a blogger, and I was like following a lot of different styles which I didn't even know whether I like fully felt myself in. I was just kind of like finding my own style. I've like fully found my style. Like, I just love wearing colour. I definitely feel like I found my style, and then that is when my followers just went up. Okay, last one. I feel like I've been talking for so long. Someone said, how to get yourself out of a negative mindset all of the time. It's horrible. I've been there. I've been in a negative spiral not so long ago actually. It was about a month ago. I was awful. I was so negative. I could not get myself out of it. It was like I couldn't see like anything good, even though I was like surrounded in good stuff happening in my life. And I was working from home at the time, and I genuinely just never did anything. I hardly ever went on a walk. I was just spending all my time like sat in my pajamas in my dressing gown, just overthinking about stuff. I wasn't getting out enough. Anyway, long story short, the way that I got myself out of it, forcing myself to get up, put my makeup on, put an outfit on, go for a walk, and like listen to really good podcasts. Journal out your thoughts. I journal all of the time. I actually write everything that you're thinking. Once it's out of your head and onto a piece of paper, then you can turn the page and you can try and block it out. It's really hard, but I felt like that works for me. Now we can go out and see our friends and family, go out, arrange a few like walks with your friends, go out for some dinner, keep yourself busy, look after yourself, and like talk to people. If something on your mind and you're feeling negative, talk to your parents, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, whoever. It really does make it so much easier. I know that I've done a horrendous job of this, but I'm gonna save it for later. Like, does anyone actually eat Domino's all in one sitting? Oh my god, by the way, on my 10k calorie challenge, everyone keeps like giving me grief in the comments saying,
you didn't minus off the crusts.
How was I meant to do that? Like, dividing it by like bloody circumference of the pizza slice, minusing that off the overall pizza slice. Like, seriously, people take things way too seriously. I didn't even complete the challenge, for God's sake. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. I love filming like these chatty videos. I genuinely feel like I could talk for hours in them, and I literally have to shut myself up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe down below. Give me a little thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.